Guys, we're the Hyde. So my name is Miranda. This is my awesome husband
How you
Joe.
doing?
We're super proud owners of a 2017 R-Pod. So we're starting our YouTube channel today, talking about what it's like being 37 myself and 46, first time owners of a R-Pod. So we're going to be documenting the journey of do's, don'ts, aha moments, and awesome things that will happen with never owning anything ever before. So today will be the first day of our journey, purchasing obviously, number one, and then secondary, Joe's initial drive home and what vehicles that we're towing with, and kind of like the first go-tos, I guess, what did you say? Like the first go-tos of like
Pretty
what
much.
to expect on your first drive home, a walkthrough of what this like brand new coach for us, which is used but brand new, awesome. Fun fact for all of you guys to know on YouTube, coaches, any form of RVs that you buy in the first year purchasing brand new, it depreciates 30 to 60%. So know that going into it, that depending on how much equity you want, what brands to buy and stuff like that, we chose the R-Pod. It fits our family's needs super great. So since it's used, we picked it up for a really great price, and it leaves us a little bit of equity and some money to play with. So yeah, let's get into Joe's tutorial part of it. All right, Joe. So how was your first attempt drive home today?
It wasn't too bad, all things considered. One thing I would recommend for people when you're towing your first trailer or RV, whatever it may be, make sure you have the right tires on your truck. Make sure they're the right size. Another thing I would recommend, definitely have the proper hitch with the anti-sway bars. The one I purchased has an actual adjustable brake pad setup in it. So when you're in high winds, it'll actually keep it from swaying around a lot. Make sure your tires on your trailer are properly aired up. That will also keep it from bouncing all over hell and back, is a nice way of putting it. Especially when you're going through our lovely town. Roads tend to be a little rough and ragged at times. But other than that, it was great.
Perfect. Awesome. So here's one side of it. Joe's got it all like buckled down, our tow hitch. And just so that you guys see, we have a Toyota Tundra, big red. She's going to be the one to tow it. The upside with the R-Pod is it's right under 3,000 pounds like dry weight. So even my awesome 4Runner will be able to tow it if need be, but we are definitely pushing and telling everyone, find a vehicle, get it set up properly so that it makes the towing journey a little bit easier.
One thing I would recommend for some people is if you're towing a heavier weighted trailer, definitely look at airbags for over the rear end of your truck. Definitely will make a lot of difference. No swaying, helps balance things out a lot better. Goes a lot better, a lot smoother.
Perfect. We are now in the R-Pod. So there's been a couple discoveries. Like as soon as we got home, Joe did. I didn't. I just got home from work a couple seconds ago. I hooked up all the electricity to the house, and we get inside of it, and we're like, or heated.
No lights.
No lights. The cool thing with the R-Pod is, and let's see if I can get that at the right angle. There's a little button. They keep that as simple as it gets, right? So I'm going to walk through, show you guys the floor plan of our R-Pod. So the whole trailer with hitch and everything is 20 feet. Living compartment, what did you say, 17 and a half feet?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. We have two dogs. We have Lucy the Labradoodle, and then we have Brody our Lab. So we decided that this would be the perfect offer of vehicle. We live in Southern Oregon, so there's a lot of dry camping involved, a lot of back roads, a lot of like get off of work, let's go hunting or fishing or kayaking
Hunting.
or kayaking.
No, hunting.
I like IPAs and kayaks. So we wanted something that we can actually take our pets with us versus paying the boarding fee, and that they have a place to max chill out. We could take them out on whatever like watercraft that we have or any hiking trail that we have here. So this is definitely like a Pacific Northwesterner's dream of lightweight maneuverability and comfort and warmth, not sleeping on the ground.
Well, you're missing out the point. Yeah. It's called glamping now.
Yeah, we stepped it up. We definitely did. So there is our door, and Joe is standing in front of what is a coat closet / other closets Cool thing with our pod is that you can actually remove those guys to make that into a coat closet. And then the second one got our fire
There's this
extinguisher.
drawer.
Let's hope to God we never have to use that.
Flame on.
No, no flame on. But this is the main reason why we got the R pod, or at least this edition. So come in, lay on. Oh my gosh, it's got its own toilet, got some magazine racks. The old owners were kind enough to leave us some towels and toilet paper, and they gave us the septic treatments. Yes. Some more cabinets, its own sink, whatever, and then its own full-size shower. That locks itself in. So convenient. All right. Another cool thing that they gave us is a little rug for our dog's puppy, little paws. So I'm assuming, I don't know yet, that looks like it's our thermostat and
No,
some of our water
that is
stuff.
not your thermostat.
Okay, so here's,
All right, so what this does, it'll actually tell you what your levels are. So when you, on the right hand side here is little buttons, so you push them. Battery is full. Your freshwater tank is 1/3. Of course, black tank, gray tank, they're both empty. So it's pretty simple.
they got
on
their
that
empty,
end
we
of
just
it.
bought it. That'd be
This
awkward.
here is actually controlling your water heater and your pump for that. More of spot shower kind of thing. When you go to your refrigerator, which right in here,
Yeah.
you can actually pick whether you're going to be using it off of battery, you're going to be using it off of propane, or like we are right now, since we're connected into the house, you're using it off electricity. So really simple, easy to go. Of course, in the AirPod, cool lighting, but you know, I've got it at max because I'm just trying to make sure it works.
Oh, another cool thing that I learned with our pods is that you can actually remove this segment and make it into a bigger fridge if you choose not to use the freezer. So that definitely gives you a little bit more room in that fridge. And then they come with a super cool convection oven / microwave. Depending, thankfully for us, we're super fancy and we bought the Traeger Scout. So we're going to be able to do some barbecuing outside. Great cabinet space above. We also have our little table set up, which that table folds down. Obviously makes a tiny bed. Another cabinet. I have no clue what that is. Joe, what is that?
That's the level.
Well, no, but behind the level, that
That's
little
where
box.
your fuses are.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm learning. So we have our heating and air conditioning unit,
Yep.
and also too our exhaust fan.
It's just a fan for cooling down the inside, so you're not using that.
Another cool thing I learned is that Jensen Electronics, they actually now specialize in RV and coaches. So it helps with like CDs that are left inside of it that they don't bounce and scratch. It's Bluetooth capable. This coach has indoor outdoor speakers, so whatever you put in via Bluetooth, CD, DVD
works
player,
really well.
whatever, it works super great. Jensen did a good job. The TV is great. It swivels back and forth. And look how nice the couple was. They gave us some bedding, which is so great. So, you know, you have your concave sides, your smoke alarm. So it definitely doesn't look super, super, super big, but very roomy. This obviously is our slide. So it comes in and out. The cool thing with our pod is 2 more extra cabinets. The cabinet space is super great for 17 feet. It's got the 2 burner range with the glass top. That glass can be used as a splash guard if you choose to cook indoors. I think the only time we're probably going to do this, Joe, is if it's really cold and raining, because
I doubt
I don't
it.
really want the coach to smell like food, but
I'll still be
it's a
outside.
really good option to have. Also, too, our sink, which this part, if anyone knows what that belongs to, please let us know, because
No,
just
really?
joking. I don't know. We have the recessed stainless steel sink. The countertops can be used also too as cutting boards. But super cool that you have all this extra room. It's pretty roomy for 17
Yeah,
feet.
it's
What did
really
you say?
roomy. This little black gauge right down here. If you ever have a propane leak in your coach, it will sound off, and it is annoying as all hell. And
Well, it's saving your life. It's like, hey,
Yes,
get that
but-
out.
it is, but in the same time, it just tells you, you know, go out, shut off your tank, give the coach time to clear out, come back in, start checking, making sure you have all the valves off inside, especially on the stove. You know, just double check things. Not that it'll happen, but it's a good sounding board basically to go by. So if you don't find any leaks or see anything left on, then you turn your propane tank on and, you know, go from there. It will actually silence itself. So that's just another good thing. And your control mod for your heating and air, all that other stuff, is actually right here. So you can actually hit the mode and actually figure out whether you're going to use electrical, whether you're going to use the battery, or you're going to use propane for heating and so on down the line. Works really well, simple for the most part. You know, it just takes a while, especially if you're new. You know, like me.
Which we kind of
Never
are.
owned. No, I've
Yeah,
never
we're
owned
so new.
anything.
Like this is.
So for me, it's a new experience. You know, I'm used to going out hunting in the middle of nowhere in God's land, and
Oregon.
I wouldn't even. Well, I've gone all
Oregon.
over, but whatever. But you know, if I'm not sleeping in the back of the truck with a tarp over the top on me, I'm in a tent and I go hunting and do all that other stuff. And this is just another way for the family to be able to experience something where they're not cold, miserable, and then have something like stories to tell about how cold it was or how wet you got, muddy. And it's just fun.
Yeah, he's saying that. I'm a hairdresser, so my clients hear everything.
Whatever.
All right, so we'll go outside and we'll walk around and talk about a couple cool add-ons that the last owners put on this before we purchased it from them this afternoon.
Pretty much. All right. So, a couple of things for everybody who doesn't know on the AirPods is you do have your outdoor speakers. Now, the biggest thing is when I first got home, literally went through it at the dealership, all that other stuff. No one explained to me how to turn on the lights. There's a little switch on the inside right next to the door. You think, oh, cool. I walk in, hit the switch, lights are on. Wrong answer. That light switch only goes to this one orange light in between the speakers. Took me 20 minutes to figure out the hell I was doing wrong. I was pulling fuses, everything else. Come to find out, there's a little button in the center, which he had already showed you earlier there on the film. So, you know, little things is that with the Jensen and everything like that, you do have A, B, and C compatible. So you got A speakers, B speakers, and then of course the outsides, which are C's. Real easy. They sound clear. They're very crisp. Of course, for some of you that are technically advanced, you could actually plumb in a different set of speakers and make them a little louder if you really wanted to. But, you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere. Don't need it to be really loud.
I'm just excited to have speakers because our Kelty cabin tent did not have any speakers
We have a
built into
Bluetooth
it.
speaker, and it was
It
worked.
died after 5 minutes.
Only because the dog ate it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
dogs.
And Brody was hungry apparently.
All right. Do you
other
want to
than
shut the
that,
door so they can
so-
see the other?
So, the other part is your awning. You know, so you've got a special little tool, which actually slides right up in here, which this one is not an automatic one, but they do make a kit for that, which actually connects up in there. It's roughly around $400. And to be honest with you, if you don't already have it, it's not worth having, because it literally only takes maybe 5 minutes to actually spool out the awning by hand. It's really not that tough. And your awning catches, there's actually legs that are up inside of your awning, and you'll slide these up and your leg slides down in there, and then you extend it all the way out and it locks in place. Super simple to use, so if you don't have the automatic ones and you're worried about it, it's really easy. And that's really honestly it.
I'm pretty sure there's another YouTube channel of someone who's,
Oh, most likely.
Yeah.
I would assume so.
yeah. So we got some storage compartments, some more storage compartments. Our little frog, we're gonna have to name him. I don't know what it's gonna be. We'll figure it out.
You don't want me to name it, because it'll be bad.
Nope.
Yep. So,
So the cool thing with an R-Pod, one of the things that I love the most, you can see, is There's a rain guard up there. You know, we have our Thule slide out there. But the great thing with Forest River is that this whole coach is made out of 3 pieces. So the whole top, front, and back is one, and either side is one. It actually helps decrease the amount of rain, water, or any debris ever for leakage. It's fiberglass made, which obviously makes it super lightweight. They have another full-size rim and tire that matches everything on the back. Sooner or later, one of the add-ons I think we're going to do is maybe a solar panels, and also
That's really
too.
cool. So the solar panel, you can mount it up, and it's actually on the R-Pods. It's actually the connection port is right here. So you could actually just plug it in, mount it up on top, done. And that's all you have to do, really. And it maintains your battery life. One recommendation for everybody, 6-volt batteries will last for a long, long time if you maintain them. Now, leaving it plugged in like we have on the electrical for long periods of time, it'll actually boil the water out of the batteries. So maintain them. Check your battery level, meaning check the water. It'll last a lot longer that way. And that's it in pretty much, really, honestly, in a nutshell. Just take your time. One of the other things that's really cool about this R-Pod is that there's a little awning going over your slide out. Now what that does, keeps all your leaves, debris, anything like that from getting up in there, because how many people will actually pack a step ladder with them, or a ladder of any sort, and actually climb up in there and actually clear it out? Not too many. So what you end up doing is having a bunch of debris collect on the inside on the top of your slider, which eventually will affect it actually maneuvering and being able to move in and out. So just a great little tidbit for people to know. You know, of course, on the outside of this slider, it does come with an external shower, which
It's great for the dogs.
it's awesome. It
Great
will
for the
be.
dogs,
Our
yeah.
dogs never out of the water, so if anybody has a lab and a labradoodle, they're continuously wet and muddy and nasty, and the last thing you want them to come inside is go, I want to snuggle, and you got a mud ball laying next to you. And our lab is white, and he is horrible about being in anything with green algae rolls in it. Yeah, it's great. So that's another great feature for out here. Other than that, it's really kind of simple. You know, you've got your low point drains down in here, so when you go to winterize it and everything like that, it's super simple. You know, you just basically pull the plugs out of that, let them drain fully. Your water heater, everything's right here. So the only thing you have to do is actually, there's a little plug that's right here, and you actually undo it. I want to say it's, I want to say it was an 1/16 socket, and you actually unthread it and let it fully drain. Once it's complete, and then you actually add in your winterizer, if you're winterizing the coach, and you make sure everything's plugged back up. Other than that, that's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to maintain. Now, granted, this is stuff that's completely new to us, so I'm pretty sure we will have our oh shit matters, and we'll just deal with it. You know, the good thing about having something like this is that now you can go anywhere and just enjoy yourself and have a great time. You know, enjoy family time, and that's what we're trying to do now. You know, I don't know why it took so long to actually get this far, but I will admit, this is a heck of a lot nicer than loading the bed of your pickup full of Rubbermaid totes full of your camping gear, when you can actually personally store it all inside, and then at any time you just go, you know what, I feel like going here. Back up, hook up your hitch, and you're gone. Besides stopping at the grocery store, picking up supplies, beer, maybe a couple of snacks here and there, you're good to go.
Oh, and then more beer? Because we're just grabbing snacks.
Well, yeah. Why not start with just beer? I mean, let's make it realistic. Who cooks all the time out in the woods? Not me. But have fun. Enjoy yourself. And, you know, thank you for actually taking a few moments and watching one of our first videos for an RV. Thanks again.
You guys enjoyed our first RPod video. There'll be many more to come. We're gonna be doing some remodels on the inside of it, camping trips,
What are we remodeling?
balances.
It just got here.
Yeah, this is gonna be an ongoing segment with both of us. So yeah, so we're gonna do
Okay.
some great like videos coming up, and hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough on it. And yeah, enjoy the great outside. Hashtag opt outside. Enjoy.
Opt outdoors.
Our hashtags are never going to be the same. So you guys have a good night. Thank you guys so much for
Take
watching
care.
our first video.
Have a good one.